Turret Cloud. Oh, a pretty Zonia's.
Yeah, that Zonia's, man. Ultimate Zonia's throwing down that goo as well as the binding. Might be able to pick up the double here on one bad Brad, especially with balls coming up from the bottom lane. And Cloud, my goodness, MTW looking so very strong. I mean, they're two dragons out, multiple kills, towers, and yeah, Rainman has been able to really hold up his end of the bargain up top as the rest of the team just kind of doing their magic. So very strong. Look at this, 21-minute Baron. Will this actually happen?
They did kill 2 people, so I mean they have that 5-on-3 advantage. It looks like, yeah, it is spotted out by 4-Not, and they might just go fight on 5-on-3 here.
Yeah, Ball's taking a lot of flack. He will unfortunately drop to the Corki. Flash comes out from Martel, but we do got that invulnerability on Peril. It does not matter. Smithy really is going for blood. He's kind of low on mana, however, but Jace, he's going to be coming in here. Peril is kind of on the wrong side of the wall there, and he is going to get just destroyed up against it. Muffin Cutie picking up the kill on top of, I almost said Urgot, wow, on top of Udyr, and Smithy, he's going to go around here for Zegan. Zegan is pretty much out of tricks, no mana, he's going to get destroyed in the bush, and that will put us up 13-4, so even though we didn't exactly get a Baron, they got themselves quite a few kills out of it. Bow! Brad, you...
Bam! That cow.
Yeah, forces the flash, so he got something out of it, but I thought he was going to wait for everyone to leave and then try to jump Rain Man with Ari, but I think he just maybe overestimated who was there.
Yeah, or underestimated. Uh-oh, we see Mandatory Cloud jumping back in there.
Wow, did you see what I just saw? I saw Ezreal ultimate with a hammer. He knocked, Rain Man knocked him into the ultimate, and Cloud gets out yet again. My goodness, what are we watching?
Yes. We are watching some very skilled play by mTw.NA, and the reason why you always want to get that Zonia's first is it's been so key in these last couple of fights. Avoided that 2v1 gank, actually ended up picking up 2 kills just because that Zonia's allowed her to stay alive that much longer. Of course, Abyssal Scepter, of course, gives you that extra magic defense, but it's hard to argue that 2 seconds of invulnerability is so key if you are being ganked, if you need it for those team fights. So we've seen great use of it. 2 fights in a row from Mandatory Cloud, and it looks like they'll be rushing straight to their death cap as well.
23 minutes in, 15-4 as the score with about 10,000 gold difference. Again, towers, we got 2 dragons under a belt. That's a lot of global gold that is not being accounted for here by 4-Not. And again, as well, the farm aspect. Look at those beautiful numbers coming out from MTW. 23 minutes in, we're pretty close to that 200 mark, but the big one is that Ezreal, 622, did get those tier 2 boots in Trinity by 15 minutes, and now that Bloodthirster on its way.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and Martel caught out again. Not really caught out again. That was only a second death there. The first one was from that team fight trying to protect that Baron. But mTw.NA just roaming around, doing great work everywhere around the map. And wow, Balls also picking up another kill. So this is getting into a very desperate situation for 4-Not, where even their gank attempts are turning around against them.
As Smithy caught out a little bit. Here comes the cavalry, however, and that's going to let Smithy at least get out of this somewhat okay. Nope, we're going to flash in. Parole will unfortunately overextend to that, but we do got the invulnerability going off. Here comes the help from one bad Brad. We are trying to take down Balls, but the enemy team is just saying, we like our Balls,
We like our balls.
We like our balls.
Zekan does get finally pick up the kill on Balls, but a triple kill from the Rain Man. Rain Man 5-0-3, and it's hard to tell how effective he is in these team fights because mTw.NA does have such a great lead, but he does seem like a great skirmisher, kind of like a Nidalee. Of course, can change forms just like her, and has been able to pick up a lot of those kills. Has been coming into the battles late, not necessarily late as a bad thing, but just doesn't get there right on time. When most of the damage has already been done, it seems like.
Well, it's all about the hammer combo. Like, he can get in really quick, get off that interrupt or that mispositioning, just run behind. Again, right there, we just saw that artillery come in. We are going to see, Muffin go down, but that's okay. Rain Man is out for blood. He's like, I can trade this, no problem. And they are indeed going to get that double. Auri going down, new Foxfire coat coming out for the Rain Man. And, I really do think his kit is very befitting the playstyle that we're seeing here from Rain Man. Out comes the Flash, Mandatory Cloud gets himself that E, but it does not matter because Ignite is true damage. And again, here comes the big shots. Jace just runs away, gets off those big shots on top of Perol. Perol has to get that invulnerability from Zekin. Ball's throwing down the ultimate as well, bringing One Bad Brad pretty low, and unfortunately he is going to be sacrificing himself for the team. Perol, what a great Valkyrie, able to get out of that, but again, it is not looking really any better for them after that series of fights.
Absolutely not. Rayman now legendary, 8-0, doing a great job. I don't think he's missed any of those shock blasts yet. Just keeps on landing them on running targets, picks up another kill with it there, and really a great job all around. Looks like Ball's going to go ahead and solo that dragon while they invade that blue buff. So yeah, you can't really say too much that's gone bad for mTw.NA. It has been a very aggressive game all around. 23-8, only 26 minutes in, so more than 1 kill a minute so far. Doesn't always go that way. Sometimes we see 50-minute games with 13 kills per side. So it has been aggressive. Of course, that one fight middle we just witnessed kind of went on for a couple of minutes there with new members, engaging and re-engaging, Balls getting killed, and it seemed like the battle never ended until Balls actually came back around and rejoined the fight and helped pick up another kill. So certainly mTw.NA happy that the battles are going fast and furious. They have the lead, and every battle they seem to be coming out on top of without too much issue.
Taking a quick look here at the gold gained, and we're pretty much neck and neck. Ezreal started off really strong with that double early, and then snowballing into that Trinity. He's 736 at 10.5 thousand, but 803 Rainman with just a little lower number of creeps on top of Balls. He's really catching up, but it does not look like we have any kind of answer here from Fornot. All of them sub 10,000, even sub 8,000, and you can see at the top here, the gold difference 15k and climbing, not even dropping a tower. mTw is just looking very strong. We got double Shurelias, we got that stacked Ezreal, we have a Guardian Angel on Jace. He's going to try to continue his invulnerability streak, and we do got that Rabadons now as well with that clutch mandatory cloud play. Like, those Zonias have broken Fornot more than once so far.
Yeah, and now we have the Oracles, and they're just going to bait out this Baron. Of course, something is going to have to be done, by Fornot, unless they just want to give away this Baron. And that seems to be their strategy. Not going towards Baron might just push down this mid turret instead, but that means they'll be giving up a Baron and giving up a lot of presence as, these team fights progress. They might get a mid turret for it, but they're going to have to, give up a lot of turrets most likely when mTw.NA returns to the forefront with that Baron buff. And now they all run through that gate, and they are looking incredibly scary.
Gate, Shurelias, we're coming up right behind these guys saying, okay, we gave you the one turret, now it's time to pay the price. Mandatory Cloud, however, taking a little bit too much to the face, but we are going to be able to clear the creeps. Are we going to blow that second Shurelias? We already have, and there it goes. We are going to be trying to chase them down through the river, but it does look like Fornot going to be taking a very safe route. But because now they're so far removed from their base, we're going to be able to get a lot of inroads into this inhibitor.
Right, and they are not going to be back. I guess they might be back in time before the minions get there, but it doesn't matter. Xmithy just going to camp away. Of course, Ball is using that Extance Flux, making sure everyone attacks the tower even faster, and it is going to be taken down before Fornot even has a chance to respond.
And Takeshi, he has to try to play a little bit of an avoidance game here, but when you do got 5 very strong Baron buffed guys coming down onto your face, all you can do is just run. Out goes the ultimate on top of Ari, but she does kite it out away very nicely. Bad Brad might even be going down in top of his ultimate, so the double kill comes out. Invulnerability for Takeshi, but it's probably not going to be enough. Zekin trying to do the best defense he can here, trying to keep Perol as well as Takeshi up, but that was very convincing. 2 kills, 0 dropped. We got the turret, we're just decimating these creeps, and we are going to get that inhibitor without really blinking. Like, it's just mTw, so much control in this game.
Absolutely, and they actually look like they're going to go in here for the win. They are going for it. Xmithy landing the dredge line, which leads to a kill, and another one coming up for Rainmare. Now 10-0. 10-0. That is incredible, with a new champion nonetheless, one that we wouldn't see most people willing to play in a tournament. But Rainman pulling out the big guns and doing work.
Literally the big gun.
Indeed, and man, 11 kills now. Now he's just stacking his stats here, padding them a little bit. Xmithy does go down to the base there. Oh, and the Rainman almost goes down. Of course, I'm pretty sure if he died in the turret there, he would not have actually been resurrected by GA. So good job overall. 12-0. 12-0. First game of the day. Very exciting. Very dominant by mTw.NA.
Well, mTw.NA is going to be, this is pool play, guys, so it's not like we've knocked out anyone quite yet. even the dog's saying, guys, there's still more good times to come. But we're going to flip over a quick commercial, and that was I just got to get my head around that game, Sotir. My goodness. We'll see you guys in a minute.
That Rain Man.
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Checking out the purple team win screen. MTW showing us a very dominant play. And Sotir, you said Lee Sin banned out. They might have went with that Shen, but Nautilus ending up 2-3-12 with that Shirley's, and he got up the team that the Abyssal. I think he did pretty good for a Nautilus pick.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the scoreline not that impressive, 2-3-12, but he is the reason that Rayman got to go 12-0, that Balls got to go 7-3, that everyone really succeeded so well. Of course, Nautilus is that CC bot, has 4 different crowd controls that he was just throwing out there with impunity, and his dredge lines were spot on all throughout the game. I don't even recall seeing him